Yo, it's your boy Jonathan Belcher, bringing that energy to you right now, making this video. Such a beautiful day out, and I got a message from my heart to share with you today. And this is something that took me a while to break through with. This is something that took me a little bit of time to understand. This is a concept that really just changed my life. It changed my results in business, changed my outlook and my perspective as well. And this is a very empowering concept. And first and foremost, I want to say I appreciate those of you who have been supporting my channel, who have been supporting me, and those of you who have been subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. It means so much to me. It means so much to me. So continue to subscribe, share my videos with your friends, family, people who you think can benefit from this video, because I'm sure if you're not the only one who's benefiting. If you find you're getting value from my videos, share it with 5 friends and family and people who you know. Because they can benefit as well, right? And if you hear some background noise, please just not ignore the music, but let it kind of blend in with what I'm saying to you, right? Because next door, they're playing some music. I think they're about to turn up and stuff, but really fast, right? You can see the wisdom is growing with the hair, right? The wisdom is growing with the hair. My hair just keeps growing and growing and growing, and I don't want to cut it because the wisdom is growing with the hair. So I'm not cutting it right now, no time soon. So yeah, so the question is how to raise your frequency to attract the things that you want in your life. Because if the frequency that you feel on the inside of you is down here, right? But the things you want in your life, the things you want to attract, the frequency of it is up here, you're never gonna quite attract it because your frequency doesn't match the things that you want in your life. The frequency doesn't match the lifestyle that you're trying to attract. So what I recommend is, if you have a goal that you're trying to reach, or there's something that you want, it could be a materialistic thing, start to feel good on the inside. Start to feel positive on the inside. Make sure you check your emotions. And what do I mean by check your emotions? I remember early on in my business career, you know, there were times where I was really frustrated. There were times when I had an attitude. There were times when I let, you know, maybe a result didn't come in the way I wanted it to come in, and I let that situation get the best of me. And this would affect the way that I spoke with customers. This would affect the way that I dealt with clients. Sometimes I would just have an attitude and I wouldn't get the results I wanted because my frequency was low. So here I was expecting a lifestyle change, expecting more results, but the things that I wanted, the frequency was much higher than the frequency that I was operating on. So I say that to say this: there's a way in which you can raise your frequency to match the things you want to attract. And once you raise the frequency to match the things you want to attract, the things that you want in your life, the universe is just gonna start giving it to you. The universe is gonna say, here, take it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, here, take it. So first and foremost, I want you to understand, in order to raise your frequency, is if you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it. If you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it. And Walt Disney once said that if the mind can conceive it, then you can achieve it. And you have to understand that first and foremost, it's possible for you to attract whatever it is that you want. You can't have a cap on what you can attract, right? Like, let's say, for example, you believe deep inside that you only can afford a Honda or something like that. Or let's say deep inside you feel like you only can afford a Toyota. And that's no knock to no Hondas or Toyotas or anything like that. I'm just giving you an example. But you want, let's say, a Bentley, or you want a Mercedes-Benz, or you want a BMW, right? Well, your frequency is lower than a Bentley and a BMW, because Bentleys and BMWs cost much more than Toyotas and Hondas, right? So first and foremost, you have to believe that you can even attract a Bentley, BMW, or Benz, whatever it is that you want. You have to first believe that it's possible, that it can be attained. That's step one. You have to believe it, right? So that automatically is going to build up your frequencies, because you're going to, once you believe you can have something, your frequency is coming up, is building. That's number one. Another thing that you can do is practice stillness, stilling the mind and getting clear. What do I mean by stilling the mind? What I mean is you can meditate and pray. You can meditate and pray as well. Prayer is a form of meditation, isn't it? When you're really focusing your mind, and you still the mind and you quiet the mind from all the noise, and all the distractions and all the negative thoughts, and you get that out of your mind. You get the negative thoughts out of your mind, you know, and you get all the negative feelings out of your heart. You're raising your frequency. You're raising your frequency. And maybe as you're watching this video right now, you feel your frequency raising up as you're watching this video. You know, so I want you to realize that this is all an inner game thing. You know, this is all about the mind and the heart. Getting your mind and the heart to raise its frequency. The next thing is, I want you to practice feeling good. I want you to practice feeling good despite the situation. Despite that things may not be going exactly how you want it to go right now, feel good anyway. Feel good anyway, because you're a king, you're a queen, remember? You're a king and a queen, remember? So you gotta feel good now. You gotta feel good now. You can't say, oh, when I get to the dream lifestyle, then I'll feel good. You can't have that mindset, because the dream lifestyle you want will completely run away from you. You know what I mean? Like, the more negative you are on the inside, the more negative you feel on the inside, that's disempowering. So it's not gonna attract what you want. So I challenge you to feel good now, even if the bills may be piling up, even if you may be falling a little bit in debt. Feel good now. Feel good now as if you've already accomplished what you want to accomplish, because that's matching the frequency, right? That's saying despite the actual situation right now, you're still gonna match the frequency with your heart and your mind. So you feel good now, and then this is gonna in turn affect the way you do business. This is gonna in turn affect the way you talk to people. It's gonna affect the way you close sales. It's gonna affect the way you network and the way you build your relationships. Because if your frequency is a positive frequency, guess what you're gonna attract? You're gonna attract positive frequency people. You're gonna attract people who want to grow. You're gonna attract people, hello? Oh, it's good. Yeah, I'm doing a video. You know, you're gonna attract people who wanna grow. So if you're attracting people who wanna grow and you're attracting people who wanna accomplish their goals, what's gonna happen? Sorry, there was somebody, a friend of mine who came in the back. But if you're attracting people who want to accomplish their goals and people who want to grow, what's going to happen is, naturally, you're moving towards and closer to your goals, because you're around the people who think like you. You know, now, let's say you're a person who's moving with a low frequency and you have a low frequency of feelings. Well, you're going to attract that type of person as well into your life. You're going to attract low frequency people around you as well. And that's not always the case, right? Sometimes you have a high frequency, and because a low frequency person wants that high frequency to rub off on them, you know what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna wanna get around you more. They're gonna wanna talk to you more. They're gonna wanna kind of figure out the secret. Like, why is this person has such a high frequency? Why is their attitude so positive? And they may have the negative attitude, and they wanna get around you because they want some of that positive attitude to rub off on you. They want some of that positive attitude to affect their life in a positive way. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta watch for that as well. Like, if that person is a negative person, and make sure that they're not bringing that negativity into your life, because that can dim your light and your positive frequency. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way. Meditation and prayer raises the frequency automatically. And then obviously feeling good about yourself. And it's like I said, this stuff that I'm sharing with you in these videos is stuff that I had a hard time understanding early on in the beginning, you know? But you really gotta feel good. And I'm not saying to feel good in a way in which you're arrogant or you hold your nose up towards other people and you feel better than other people. That's not what this is about. What this is about is having 100% confidence and faith that you're gonna get what's destined for you. So you can feel good about that now, even if you don't have exactly what you want yet. You can feel good about that right now because you're moving in the direction of what you want, right? You're taking action every day, you're planning, you're visualizing. Let's talk about that. Visualization, another way to raise your frequency. But I don't recommend only visualizing what you want. I recommend visualizing what you want and having the emotion with it. The emotion with it is the emotion in which how you would feel if you actually had what you're visualizing. So let's say you're visualizing taking trips. Let's say you're visualizing being on the beaches of the world like Hawaii or something like that, and you're visualizing that and you're feeling what that would be like as you probably close your eyes. Maybe you just close your eyes and you're visualizing a trip. You're visualizing yourself being able to earn passive income and earn non-stop and go on non-stop trips. Well, don't just see it in your mind, but feel how you would feel if you were actually on the beach. How would you feel on the inside? So you want to put the emotion is the frequency, right? That's what I'm trying to say. The emotion of how you're feeling on the inside is the frequency. And you raise that emotion to a positive frequency, a positive emotion, a feeling good emotion. Because what is an emotion? All an emotion is an energy in motion. That's what emotion is. It's energy in motion, right? So the E, right? You spell out emotion, E-M-O-T-I-O-N. The E at the beginning of the word emotion stands for energy. That's what it stands for. And any type of energy that you put into motion out there into the world, out there into the universe, is going to bring back things to you. It's going to bring back things to you. No matter what it is you feel, it's going to bring it back to you, equating that. So the energy has got to be a positive energy, because you want to put a positive energy in motion, a positive frequency in motion out there into the universe, to then boomerang and pull back positive things, good things, the things you want, materialistic things, as well as good spiritual growth. You know what I'm saying? And I think somebody's having a breakthrough in this video today, from this video today. And if you got a breakthrough from this video and you're learning a lot, right? Let's say you're learning a lot. Share this with some friends and family. Share this with people you know. Share this with somebody who may have been feeling a little bit down, somebody who may not, who have maybe been feeling a little depressed. Share this with them to get their spirits up, to get their frequency up. Because once your frequency gets up, you can start to take powerful action. And that's another thing too, right? Like, your frequency also affects the way you do videos. It also affects the way you, if you're doing videos and you popping on camera with a low frequency, don't you think people in the world are gonna feel that? People in the world can feel energy, they can feel it. And if you can look at my last few videos, you look at my more recent videos, you can sense I have a different energy than what I used to have. And there's a reason for that. You know, so I'm sharing what I did to change my frequency. You know, and early on in my business career, you know, I had some videos where I didn't necessarily had a high frequency in my videos. Sometimes I had a low frequency. And sometimes I would still get some results from that, you know, but I didn't like what I was attracting from that feeling. So I changed it. So then I started attracting high frequency things by matching my frequency to attract the things that I wanted. You know, and this is something that you can teach to your children. This is something that you can teach to your family, the people around you. There's some people who feel like this is mysticism, right? Like, oh, that's not true, but it is true. Because we're energetic beings. We have energy flowing through us. We're energetic beings, and we feel things. We feel emotions. And I'm a very emotional person. So if you're a very emotional person, use that gift. Believe it or not, that's a gift. Use that gift in a way that's positive. You know? Use that gift in a way that attracts what you want. And today I'm sitting on this white chair today, right? The famous white chair. I'm gonna call this the famous white chair because when I do videos in this chair, I'm gonna do more videos like this on this chair. I love how the leaves look and stuff like that, and I love nature. You know, nature just, when you come outside and you look at nature and you connect with nature, you can see this, just the frequency is such a powerful frequency. It's such a powerful force. It's such a power, like growth. It's just consistent growth and consistent just, you know, nature is just a beautiful thing, and it's just consistently flowing, and you can learn a lot from that. So that's what I want to share with you today. Check out the links in the description below, and I'm gonna see you at the top. Peace.